And we are back live from Columbus for Game 2 today. And right off the draw, Sylvania takes control. Centering pass there by Wetz, gets all the way through, nobody touches it. Columbus comes back out. Wetz had a bit of an opening but lost the puck off the edge. Shot taken by Lehman, goes wide. Here's There's a centering pass by Columbus. Gets through to nobody. Here's Jake Myers on the back end picking that up. And no help with him, so he shoots it on goal, and it pops straight up and lands on top of the net. Oh my, was that close. If that comes down just a few inches short, hits the back of the goalie and goes in. But it landed on the top, stayed on the top. It's the same rink we were in a couple weeks ago, right on top of the ice. Makes it a little difficult. Either way, we'll do our best. Here's McKenna with it now, back into his own zone. Put it off the boards, and we're going to have an icing. Tried to get it up to Claiborne. A little bit too far out in front of him for that. So here's Crandall on the draw. He does win that back to McKenna, but McKenna sent it off the boards right up to the defenseman in black. Columbus has it briefly. Puck sails high over Nowak's head, and we'll have a whistle, as it looks like the net had dislodged. There's Sylvania with the draw. Up to Winkler. Winkler tried to backhand it to Crandall, just out of his reach, so Columbus is going to dump it back in briefly as Claiborne has it. Here's Winkler. Drops it down to McKenna. McKenna catches it out of midair, drops it to his feet, sends it behind the Columbus goal. Claiborne's going to send it deep. Sylvania will go for a change. Here's a loose puck right there. Taken by McLeod briefly. But Columbus is able to flip it down. There'll be no icing. Long stretch pass to McLeod. Goes in and out of the zone. Right up alongside of us here was puck makes its way back out to the point. So one-on-one here. Puck is down underneath Nowak. Nobody has it yet. And bodies are flying everywhere. We had a little bit of a lost puck there. A centering try by Columbus was tipped. So the Columbus shooter didn't get much on it, but he got enough that it temporarily fooled Nowak as it bounced on him a little bit and ended up finding its way underneath his pads. And a late whistle. So the redo of the faceoff actually helped Sylvania as they lost the first one, got this one back. Here's Warzak with it now. Off the boards and up to McLeod. McLeod gets it deep into the zone. Here's Egan with the puck, turns right in front of Nowak, sends one off the boards to Thompson. Thompson leaves it there for Hobart. Hobart's got it now. He's going to send it in deep to the Columbus zone, and everybody but Thompson will come off for a change. Here's Wetz with it. Had it, lost it, had it. And Columbus chips it out. Ludwig gets it up to the blue line, sends it in. And it comes out to Regalado. Regalado Can't knock it down as it's bouncing around a little bit, so it's going to make its way all the way back to Ludwig, who gets it in. Here's Bassan with it. Bassan makes a move, makes another move, kicks it back out to Ludwig, who takes a shot, kept it on the ice, but nothing doing. There's another one here, Regalado over to Ludwig, all the way back in their own end. Booth tried to chip it around the defender for Columbus, and he picked it off. Here's Regalado behind his net, whiffs on it, as did the Columbus checker there. Here's Bassan. Bassan trying to weave his way through a few guys, ends up getting caught on the back end as Wetz. Wetz picks up the loose change, gives it up to Ludwig. Ludwig takes a shot, it hits a shin guard out in front. And McKenna knocked one out of midair. It was almost a breakaway there for Columbus. Thank you. They will have a trip on this one here, as the puck is touched up there by Columbus at 9:53 left here in the first. Tripping's going to be the call. So Sylvania will send out Jake Myers, C.J. Lehman, Oliver McLeod, Orzak, and Egan. Here's McLeod with it. It's out to Orzak, takes a shot. That goes wide. Myers tried to tip it out of the air. Myers hits the brakes with the puck here on the near side wall. Centering try there, goes all the way through untouched. Here's Orzak. Chips it back to Myers. And now Lehman picks it up. Lehman bats it off the boards to Egan. Egan sent a quick one down low to Myers. Myers cycles it down to Lehman on the backside. Here's a shot from McLeod. That hit a stick out in front, redirected. Here's another one from McLeod. Here at the point, he's going to take it, give it back to Orzak. After a shot there, finds the trapper of the Columbus goaltender. There's a puck right down the middle. It's going to be sailed over the head of Noah Egan, where Warzak's going to take it behind his own net, look to set up. And Bassan takes it from him back there. Bassan, full head of steam, goes around all of his men. Right out in front, he's going to backhand that one right in all by himself. Took that to the length of the ice, had the goaltender down early, and just went around him. Took advantage of that. And we're going to have a 1-0 game, Sylvania. So 8:36 left in the first period. Sylvania has the first goal of the day. Face-off won cleanly by Sylvania. That's going to put the puck all the way back behind Nowak. Ludwig's going to come away with it after a quick battle with his man. Sends it, wraps it around to Regalado. It goes past Regalado all the way out to Claiborne. Claiborne grabs it off the boards and brings it back in. Ludwig on the back end finds Wetz. Wetz tried to chip it to Claiborne, had him there momentarily. And there's somebody coming away with it here. There's Columbus with it. Drop pass back there. It's tipped nicely by Regalado. Nice tip pass right there to Winkler. Winkler's going to take a shot. That's going to be gloved out of the air. We'll get a whistle here with 7:37 left in the first. Face-off won by Columbus. Kept in the zone, though, by McCanna. Laid it down low, but nothing doing. And very nice knockdown there by Riley Ames as he thwarted off that Columbus threat. Gets the puck there, does Riley Ames. Sends one way over the goal and off the back glass. Puck is now at the point with McCanna. He takes a shot. He fanned on that slightly. Steps up and levels his guy. There's Claiborne with it. Claiborne dodges one man, goes around another, and it's a pad save down low by the goaltender in Columbus. Another one sitting there for Claiborne. He almost got a stick on it. This one's going to bounce all the way down the length of the ice. No icing on this. As Nowak sends it to Winkler. Winkler takes a quick slap shot there as he had guys bearing down on him, but that was sailed wide. Here's Crandall with it. Crandall fed it right out in front to Hubbard, and he couldn't handle it, so it's going to come back out to the point for Warzak, where he takes a shot off the glove, and it's going to come all the way back out to the point to Egan, where he's going to dump it back down. Gives it to Claiborne. Thompson. Thompson took a shot, rang it on the outside of the post. So Warzak gives it back down to Crandall. Crandall's going to give it to Egan. Egan decides not to take that shot. Probably wise, as if it hits the shin guard, it's an odd man rush the other way. Comes over to Warzak. He does take a shot. That is deflected by a stick right in front of him. Swatted out of midair by Egan to get it out of the zone and reverse the flow. Puck is down now by Warzak, and he whiffed on his pass attempt to get it to Crandall. Crandall was waiting for somebody to come to him. He must have left a dangerous pass sitting right out in front. Here's Noah with it. Egan with it. And there's going to be a backhanded flip on Gannett. Nothing doing there for Columbus. .5:23 left here in the first. It's a 1-0 lead for Sylvania. On a goal by Bassan. Puck taken here by Regalado. Bouncing all over the place. Another bouncing puck. Finally settled down there by Ludwig momentarily. Flips it, no-look pass right to the Columbus forward. Jake Myers now. Myers chips it up to a C.J. Lehman, who was not looking. Ludwig's going to try his luck of getting it in the zone. Does so. Had Oliver McLeod streaking down the left, but kicked it back out. Regalado kicked it right to the Columbus player here. He's going to take a long-range shot. That is gloved down by Nowak. Sylvania wins the draw. Regalado behind his own net. Finds Myers up high. Myers over to Lehman. Shot from Lehman goes right off the stick. Kicked all the way back out to Ludwig. Ludwig's going to try his luck. Knocked down there. Puck bounced off the boards by Lehman out to McLeod and then fed up to Jake Myers. Myers is looking for somebody to help him out. He's got nobody with him, so traps the puck in the corner. Finally it comes out to Wetz. Wetz, great eyes there to find Bassan. Bassan tried to give it back to him, but it hopped over his stick just at the last minute, so Columbus is going to chip it out. No icing here. Long pass to Bassan. Bassan floated one right up to Booth. Booth takes a shot, and that goes wide. Comes out to Riley Ames. Ames with a shot that actually was knocked down by Booth. Never got to the net. Nowak plays it behind his own net. And finally, Sylvania's going to come away with it. Here's Bassan. Bassan has Wetz and Booth with him. Sent it out to Booth, but the goaltender deflected it right to Wetz. Wetz tried to shot it, hit the pad. Here's Egan off the backside. He's going to shoot. That's pad saved away. Warzak tried to hold it in. He couldn't do so. They're going to have to retreat just a little bit momentarily. Egan up to Bassan. Bassan over the Wetz. Wetz had his head down, lost the puck. Columbus is going to chip it into the zone. It's going to go on net and will be held there by Nowak. .234 remaining in this first period. There's a shot that clipped 41 in black pretty good. And he's struggling a little bit. Pass from Egan out to Winkler. Winkler tips it in. Held in there by Crandall, but only for a moment. Comes all the way back out here to Warzak. Warzak's going to have to feed it over to somebody else, and that somebody else is 51 in the other team's jersey. There's a dump there by Columbus. Collected there by Warzak. Hides behind his net. Comes back out, gives it to Claiborne. Claiborne makes a move on one. Goes around another. It's just going to head straight for the net. And that one's going to be blocker saved. Taken here by Egan, but it just slipped out of the zone. He's going to have to back out, hand it over to Ludwig, and reset. Ludwig up to Crandall. Crandall lost it. Crandall gives it back to Ludwig. Ludwig with nobody with him. Takes a shot that did end up rolling up on the goaltender there, but he ends up gloving it as it's falling back down to him. And 1 minute, 7 seconds left here in the first period. Face-off one back to Regalado. Regalado sends it around the backside. Picked up there by Thompson. It's right out to Harvard. He tried a shot, but that was deflected. We're going to have a delayed penalty here. Looks like it's going to go against McLeod. Hit to the back of the head, so Columbus is staying consistent. So it'll be a power play here for the Chill. And a 10-minute penalty for McLeod. And McKenna takes it off the boards, gave it right to Harvard. Harvard's just going to send it down and give chase. Albert almost stole it away right in the high slot. Instead, here comes Columbus. Gave it right up to the North Stars, and that's going to send it down. That's going to run the clock out on this period. At the end of the first period is 1-0 Sylvania, and there will be 1 minute 10 seconds left on the power play for Columbus when we come back. Puck drops here on the second period with Sylvania on the penalty kill for another minute and 4. Puck that comes out of the zone, and for some reason there was now a whistle dead. It was right in front of the referee. He didn't call it. Those usually lead to goals. Not in this case yet. That puck does come out. And here's Columbus with it. Playing the perimeter passing game. And a shot there ends up right on McKenna's stick. He's going to send it the length of the ice. Let's see if Sylvania can get anybody changed off. Doesn't look like they're trying. And there's a shot right to the belly of Nowak. It bounced right off and right back out in front. Luckily, nobody from Columbus was there. And a bad pass from Columbus is going to come all the way out of the zone. Should have been another offsides as the puck was touched by the Columbus player. The referees choose not to call it. Power play is over. And the puck comes out here to Wetz. Wetz tried to go around his man and the referee. Meanwhile, Riley Ames is standing up his guy. Puck still loose on the side of the net, finally smothered there by Nowak's trapper. And we'll get a whistle, and Sylvania will have a much-needed opportunity to get a change. So 5-on-5. Face-off taken by Columbus. There's a comes all the way out here. Wetz is giving his best effort to go get that puck. Gets there right at the right time. Egan's got it. Egan toe drags, delays, tried to get a rebound, kept it a little low. And it went right into the midsection of the Columbus goaltender. Puck comes out to Egan. He's got to take a shot there. Didn't have an option to pass, but that was deflected into the corner. There's a Warzak now. He holds it in briefly as it comes out to Columbus. Egan's going to drag it back into his own zone, look for somebody to give it to. Does finally find Claiborne sitting down here in between a couple different people. He's tried a dipsy-do, and that didn't work. Finds it at his feet, though. Tried to center it right out there to Wetz, who was sitting there on the backside of the defense. Nobody knew he was there. Shot by Ludwig, whistles wide. Egan's going to have to get over and hold it in. He does so. Drops it down low to Wetz, give and go. High slot, chooses not to shoot it. Does finally take a backhand. Big rebound sitting right there. Hits the outside of the net there by Winkler. Winkler had a great golden opportunity, but hit the outside of the net. Here's Wetz with it. Gives it up to Regalado. Nice shin guard save down there by the defenseman who was on his rear end. There's Wetz. Playing with the blue line. Finds a slap shot there that whistles wide. Here's Ludwig. He steps down. Tried to pull it off the boards. Couldn't. And still in the zone, but now it's gone. And we should have an icing. We'll keep it right here. Good pressure there by Sylvania. Just couldn't get anything to go. Both teams, it looks like, with one goalie today. As young man on the bench for Columbus with a goaltender mask on, but he's in a sweatshirt. No sign of Jack Smalley. Great centering pass there by Bassan, but nobody there to take it and jam it in. Bassan with it behind the net, gives it right back out there to Booth, and we're going to have a net off its moorings. Whistle. Booth had a prime opportunity right there. Fantastic pass from behind, out in front from Bassan, and Booth just missed. One nothing Sylvania. 10:46 left here in the second period. Face off one back to Regalado. That's popped out of the zone by Columbus. Ludwig has to get rid of it quick. Gives it over to to Josh Bassan. Bassan dumps it deep for Crandall. Crandall's got it now. Over to Booth. Booth out to the point. Regalado kept it on the ice and a couple of redirects. One off the skate of a Columbus player and then another one off of Crandall, but it found its way underneath the padding. Right out in front. Face-off sitting there. Comes out to McCann. McCann got rid of it quick. Gave it over to Bassan. Bassan took a shot. And Crandall was there for the rebound, which was there momentarily, but he just couldn't reach it. And here's Columbus with it. They had it, got it out of the zone just long enough for McKenna to jump it back in. Coming away with it is Booth. Looking for somebody to give it to as he's double teamed. Crandall gives it back to Booth. Still caught up in the skates. Crandall back to Booth. Booth's got to go get it. Back to Crandall, back to Booth. Right out in front. Max McKenna with a shot. And I believe that was Booth or Crandall with the redirect. It sounded like it hit a shin guard more than it did a stick, but either way, it's in the back of the net. Sylvania has a 2-0 lead. Definitely heard the sound of a shin guard as both Booth and Crandall were there. We're going to have an offsides right off the face-off. Face-off right in front of the Columbus bench. Columbus finally gains control of that. Sends it in. Ames flips it back to McKenna. McKenna up to Jake Myers. Columbus is holding it in the zone. Seems like Columbus, once they get in deep, they panic a little bit as they run out of options, as most of them go to retreat to prevent an odd man rush the other way. So this should be an icing, and it is. .849 left in the period. Face-off taken here by Jake Myers. Lost it momentarily. Both defensemen converged on it. Warzak's going to have to go back and take care of business on his end. Send it to Thompson. Thompson drags it back to himself. Oh, gave it up. Here's Warzak. Oh, almost had a little breakaway there. Don't normally say a Warzak with a breakaway, being that he's a defenseman, but somehow it happened. Egan's got to retreat. Gives it over to Thompson. Thompson has it juggling on him. Wrapped it around, but nobody for Sylvania over there on the boards. It's going to come all the way back out and around, and Columbus will take it in behind their own net. Stepping up nicely there was a Warzak, but ends up coming back out. Hobart sends it back to Columbus. Nice move. Puck sitting there. A couple people down low. Sticks going everywhere. Puck still sitting there with nowhere to go. And Columbus still with the puck. Oh, and a redirect right into the chest of Nowak. Sylvania needs a clear. It's going to come all the way back here to Egan. Egan's going to settle things down for the moment. Gives it over to Warzak. Warzak back to Egan. Egan's got to kick it to himself. Looks up, finds somebody to give it to. Drops it back and finally clears the Sylvania end. Columbus just whistled one high and wide. And this will be an icing. No, it was tipped. No icing. Sylvania needs a change badly. Here's Claiborne coming right off the bench, avoids a check. Another nice stick play there by Noah Egan. Steals it away. Columbus now has it. Centering pass. Another deflection there by Egan. Chips it out of the zone. Very long shift for this Sylvania D here. Warzak was able to change, but Egan can't seem to get off the ice. Puck comes all the way out, and it finally hits the net. We're going to get a whistle here with 6:02 left in the second period. 2-0 lead for Sylvania. Face off right in front of us. Puck's lost down in the feet of Winkler. Columbus chips it out. Down the ice, but no icing. Ludwig up to Jake Myers. Off the end of his stick. Columbus does get it back out and back into the Sylvania end. Regalado up to Crandall. Crandall's pass was knocked down and doesn't get out of the zone, so Regalado's going to have to chase it again. He tried to chip it around his man, and that hit a shin guard, stayed in the zone. Here's Crandall. He's going to try again. Nice move on his man. Goes around him nicely. Full head of steam. Got a couple back there with him. Give and go to himself, and he tried to flip it out to Regalado at the point. But Jake Myers has to hold it in. And a shot there goes wide. Attempted centering pass. It's behind the net. Oh, and that fluttered off a stick in front, too. Ludwig shot one along the ice there and hit a stick and went right up into the chest of the goaltender for Columbus. Kind of an unfortunate whistle as Oliver McLeod is about 6 seconds away from being able to get out of his 2 and 10. Or at least the 10-minute portion. Puck handled there by Myers. Off a couple of Columbus players. Comes right out in front. Shot taken there, but knocked down. Finally, Sylvania gets it out. Nice hit there by Crandall on number 47, and if you hit him, he gets mad at you. Chipped it off the boards twice. No icing. There's Crandall. I don't think he realized nobody was in front of him. Oh, now it's going to go in. Crandall looked up, expected to find somebody in front of him. Nobody was there, so he just decided to shoot it. And he hit 2 bars before that thing went in. But with 3:49 left in the second period, Crandall's just made this a 3-0 Sylvania lead. Very nice shot. Hit 2 posts and then finally decided to tickle the twine, but pretty nonetheless. There's Ames with a big hit. Knocked his man off the puck. Bassan tried to tap it back to Booth, but it was intercepted. Well, Bassan takes it now. He's going to drag it back into his own end. Bassan over to McKenna. McKenna's got Riley Ames, but he puts it behind him. Riley Ames is going to have to stop and turn around. Puck comes out. Columbus touches up. And we're going to have a whistle as the puck ended up tipping out of play. 3:05 left here in the second period. Face-off won back by Sylvania, but taken by Columbus. Centering attempt is intercepted by Bassan. Bassan has Booth with him on a 2-on-2. Bassan toe drag, pulls it back around, and shoots one off the siding of the net. Ames shoots it in. That goes wide and hops on him. Comes out to Harbert at the blue line. He sends it back down where Booth's going to take it. Booth loses his footing there. And Columbus trying to get out of their own zone. Can't do so. It's caught up in the equipment of the Columbus forward and intercepted here. We're going to have a hooking penalty on somebody in white. Let's see who they take. They're going to take Booth to the box at 2:18 for hooking. So that gives an opportunity for McLeod to come out. He should have some fresh legs to help with this PK. And he does. Oh, McLeod is nice interception there. He takes a shot. Looking for a rebound is Wetz. It's still sitting there. Nobody underneath. Nobody could get that puck as it was barely underneath a pad, but it was still loose. Columbus comes away with it. Yeah, penalties burning here as Warzak's just pinning it up against the glass, the boards, excuse me. Sylvania looking to clear. Here's a puck sitting there for Oliver McLeod. He's got Wetz. Wetz has got nobody in front of him. Oh, and a backhander just goes wide. Here's McLeod with it. McLeod hits the brakes. Sends it all the way around this far side. It's going to come out of the zone for Warzak. Warzak's going to have a little heat coming behind him, so he's going to keep going all the way and then reverses direction, gives it to Wetz. Wetz finds McLeod up ahead. McLeod's got nobody with him. Gets taken down and goes hard into the boards. No call. Shot fought off by Nowak, and it's going to come to Wetz. Wetz is going to send it over to Egan. Egan's just looking for somebody to give it to, but nobody there. Nice deflection there momentarily by Egan. He's going to have to wrap this one around the boards. Does so, but it doesn't get out. Here's Ludwig with it. He tries his luck. Off the glass. 1 hops, 2 hops to Wetz. Wetz can't get it out. And he had his attempt knocked down. Finally, Wetz is going to have it, and he sends it up into the rafters. That'll keep the faceoff in the zone. We have 13.2 seconds left, but the power play is over for Columbus. Face-off one back, tied up a little bit by Regalado. Now tied up by Ludwig, given up to Lehman. 5 seconds on the clock. Lehman gives it up to Myers. 2-1. Had an idea there going, but just couldn't make it happen. So at the end of 2, Sylvania has a 3-0 lead, and waiting to see if there's going to be a Zamboni. And it looks like there will be a Zamboni, so we'll take a small break and come back as soon as everybody's ready to go. And we are back for the start of the third period. Sylvania has a 3-0 lead. Face-off drop to center ice. Gonna have an offside. Nope. Sylvania touched up. And the puck comes all the way back out where bounced around a little bit. Here's Bassan. Bassan has a small breakaway. Take a shot, and that was pad saved. The Columbus goaltender. Warzak kept that in nicely at the point. Oh, and a nice shot there by Bassan as a feed from McLeod came from behind the goal line. That was moved aside. And that was a trip, no call. That was pretty plain and simple there as play goes on. Here's Warzak, chips it off the boards to Bassan. Bassan is looking ahead for McLeod. Has McLeod, but it just goes off the end of his stick. And Columbus is going to come away with it briefly. Here's McLeod again. Send it deep and get a change on the backside. On a dangerous pass by Columbus, but it ends up getting through. There's a 1-on-2. And nothing doing there for Columbus. Claiborne tried to bat it off the boards, and it went right back to him, and Ludwig says, let's try something new. Gives it back out to Claiborne. That time it hit off his skate, came right to the Columbus player, McRigolato. Lost his man, but Ludwig was there to help out. Claiborne dumps it in, goes all the way around to Winkler. Back to Claiborne. Claiborne tried to center it to Crandall. Crandall loses his footing. Slap shot attempt by Winkler is fanned on. So goes out to McCann at the point. McCann sends it down deep. Comes out to Ames. Ames fires one in there, but it's off the shin guard. And into the corner. Canna steps up down low. Jabbing at the puck. And it comes out to Ames. Ames sent it down and deflects the clearing attempt over to Crandall. Crandall's going to tip it to himself, get it into the zone, and go off for a change on his as his shift comes to an end. Taken there by C.J. Lehman. He dumps it in. Hops over a stick, and a shot attempt there by Egan gets knocked down. Out in front, Jake Myers had it. Another centering attempt. Comes back out to Egan again. He takes the shot, and that hits out the outside post. Tic-tac-toe right there. The pass coming to Jake Myers was a little slow, so he couldn't get anything on it. Columbus just looking to get it out of the zone, and they do so here right in front of us. Warzak sends it in quickly to avoid any type of change that they were hoping to get. Here's Egan with it from the point. Sends it over to Myers. Myers tried to turn around. Beautiful attempt. But even better save by the Columbus goaltender is it was kind of a shot pass by Egan to Myers. Myers caught it, spun around, had the 5-hole briefly, but that closed up quick. Very nice save. Face off one back to Warzak. He whistles that high and wide. Comes all the way back out from that shot attempt to Egan. Egan sends a shot back down to Thompson. Hops over Thompson's stick. Thompson gives it down low to McLeod. McLeod tried to give it to Warzak, and that got by Kyle Warzak. Comes back and gets it. Feeds it over to Egan. Egan had Hubbard right out in front. Would have been on the backside of the defense, but he couldn't catch the pass, so turns into an icing. Sylvania trying to get the puck out of their own end. Columbus comes away with it. And a shot right in front up against Nowak. Nowak's got to scoop it up and corral it, cover it, which he does. Oh, a nice win right there, face-off win. Thompson's got two men in front of him. But he just lost it at the very end. Columbus coming back the other way. Sends a shot over the back of the net. Puck finds its way all the way down in the Columbus zone. Crandall almost intercepted one. Would have been all by himself had he had done that. And looks like we're going to have an icing call here as the pass attempt by Ludwig got through without touching anybody. 9:51 left in the third period. 3-0 Sylvania. Regalado behind his own goal. Sylvania's able to get it out and back up Columbus into their own end. This should be an icing. We'll keep it here. Face off, won and lost a couple different times. McKenna keeps it in and sends it deep. Ames, shot off the skate of a Columbus player, comes all the way back out to McKenna. He can't quite advance it, but he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the Columbus goaltender. Ames holds this one in. Down to Crandall, Crandall down to Bassan. And no icing on this one. Backhanded pass from Ames to McKenna. McKenna's got to come out of his own end now. Sends it over to Crandall. Crandall just tips it to get it out of the zone. Nice backhanded pass to Bassan from Booth. Bassan takes a shot and it's in the glove. And saved. Columbus wins that face-off. Has it behind their own goal line. Slings it around the boards. And we're going to have a hooking penalty on Winkler as he got his stick up underneath the armpit of the Chill player. So Sylvania will be down a man for 2 minutes. And 8:03 left here in the third period, and a nice shot there by Winkler. Excuse me, by Wetz. As Winkler's in the box. That's not possible. You got Ames, McKenna, Claiborne, and Wetz on the penalty kill. Face-off one by Sylvania. Wetz tried to get it out in front for Claiborne, but it's knocked down. Here comes Columbus. Shot hits the outside of the post. Gloved down out of the air by Columbus and right up underneath the pad of Austin Nowak. Comes back to Warzak off the face-off. He sends it all the way down. It gets knocked out of the air and only made it part way, excuse me. Long stretch pass is going to turn into an icing here. As Columbus tried to get on the backside of the Sylvania defense. Oh, and a dangerous little play on the backside there. Columbus almost lost it. As Columbus takes it back around the backside, looking for that centering pass. Nobody home. Oh, and a nice nifty little play there by Columbus. Bodies are going everywhere, and finally the whistle blows. A pass that I don't think anybody was expecting. That was probably their best opportunity of the entire day. They could not capitalize. And off the face-off, it's cleared out. Referee says it was tipped, but doesn't really matter since it's a penalty kill. Jake Myers finds the puck right on his stick and sent it the length of the ice where Lehman goes to work. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. And no icing there as he waved it off. And Regalado, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but he looked like he was going to pass, and then that option went away, and puck was left there in limbo. No harm, no foul here as Booth gets it back into the Columbus zone. Thompson sends one wide of the net on purpose for McLeod. And we're going to have a whistle as the net came off. So Sylvania with a 3-0 lead, 5:18 left in the third period. Looking for more. This is going to be a high flip down the length of the ice. It won't be an icing. So Regalado touches up. Comes around the front of his net. Gets rid of it to Thompson. A little bit out of his reach. Should have been an offsides there. No call. Here's Ludwig with it. Ludwig tried his luck, hit a shin guard. Regalado sends one near the goal. Didn't quite get there. And this one's going to be deflected off of Columbus' stick up into the ceiling. We'll have a whistle and a face-off inside the zone. Columbus has had trouble getting to that second layer of offense all day. They've just not been able to muster anything up. once they get it out of their zone. Ames takes a shot. That is blockered down. Comes all the way back out to him. Holds the line. Sends one into the far corner. It's getting to the point now where Columbus is thinking nothing but checks. There's Bassan with it. Nifty little move, but he hits right on the chin of the Columbus goaltender face mask and drops right down into his glove. Face off, drop back to Ames. Ames got Crandall sitting all by himself down there, but they converged on him quickly, and he had to get rid of it. Couldn't get much on it. There's a flip out of the zone by Columbus. Is going to be taken here by Ames. Ames off the boards and down the ice. Big check there by Crandall. Knocks his man down. Here's Columbus with it. Taken away by Winkler. Winkler up and off the glass. Not quite out to the point, but right where Bassan is. Bassan loses his footing, and here comes Crandall. Bassan pulls it back, gives it to Ames. 3:11 left in this third period. Ames to McKenna, McKenna back to Ames. Pass out to Winkler is tipped and knocked down. Here's Myers with it. Myers makes a little move. Hits it right up the middle and sends it back behind the Columbus goal. Warzak puts it just left of the net. It's a Claiborne. Claiborne shoots, and that goes off the blocker and down into the corner. Coming away with it is Columbus. Good stick there by Jake Myers to prevent anything happening on that one. Here's a 3-on-2 for Sylvania. Wetz loses it. Gets it back, keeps going with it, but then Columbus turns it over. A little interference there. Bodies flying everywhere, penalties not being called. And puck comes out of the zone. Pass around the boards to Claiborne. Claiborne, they tried to go after him, and Claiborne got the best of them. Lehman tried to get it out to Warzak for a shot. He missed that pass. He's just going to send it around. Minute 26 left in regulation. Here's Claiborne with it. On to a Warzak. Warzak tried a shot. That was deflected and tipped. Nobody there. Warzak's looking to get back in the zone. Does so. Still has it behind the net. Fights through a couple of checks. Gives it to Lehman. Lehman was looking right for Booth. And Booth right down the middle. Buries it. Pops the water bottle off the back of the net. Making it a 4-0 game. That'll look good on the score sheet there. Even better on video. Great pass from right out behind the net. Right on the stick of Booth, and he did what he was supposed to do there. 58 seconds left in regulation. So Sylvania still looking for more. Oh, and a little flick into the zone by Ludwig. Almost went in as it redirected last second. Here's Bassan. Gave it to McLeod. McLeod being tied up along the backside wall. Here's Booth. Sylvania still trying to get goals. 31.6 seconds left here in regulation. One back, taken by Booth, spun around the backside of the wall, where Bassan gets it, tries to cycle it back down. There's Bassan. Oh, he had him right out front. Here's Regalado. He shoots, and that goes up and over the back of the net. Here's McLeod, gives it up to Bassan. Bassan trying to find some space. Booth with it, being pinned. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And that should do it from Columbus. We will see you next time. 4-0 win for Sylvania North Stars.